Hi guys, it's Weeded and I'm back with a tag that I'm going to make using the stamps that I carved in a previous video. And this is another piece for the Creative Arts Collaboration Love Art event. This is a different kind of, and my paint's not going to cooperate. This is a different kind of tag. We all know at some point we've all had our hearts broken by somebody, okay? Whether it was a significant other, a best friend, a good friend, somebody you thought you could trust, a childhood playground playmate. We've been there, and you know, hopefully we make up and at least remain on good talking terms. But sometimes you just kind of need to let those feelings out. So that's kind of what this card is about. And I'm sorry, this was Shell Pink. And this is Cool Perry. I think that both of these are really pretty colors. I don't use craft paints a whole lot, so I'm trying to get into the habit before I kind of lose them because they all go bad. And I'm just sort of mixing the two. And I'm not going for great coverage. You can tell I'm finger painting. So I'm just kind of, I want to get a little color down on the card. And the unthinkable has happened, and that is that I can't find my baby wipes. I'm going to stamp my broken heart that I carved. I'm going to use watercolor markers to color it, and primarily Tombows. Let's see, I'm doing the heart, so it will be Tombow 757, Tombow 856, and then black. It doesn't really matter. I use a combination of Tombows, aqua markers, Winsor Newton watercolor markers, Stampin' Up, and distress markers, so I've found that they all just seem to work just fine. So it's generally a matter of what color serves what I'm doing best. And I'm kind of playing with the coloring a little bit, so I'm going to zoom in. This is going to be the broken heart that's kind of breaking away. Is that right? Yeah, because it's reversed. So have a transition and then go into black down at the bottom. And then along the edge, the inside edge, I want that black. Okay, a little more red right at this top, blend it into that burgundy. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this, this half, I'm sorry. Let me zoom back out, get back in frame. I'm going to stamp this half. It's the one that's falling, so gotta breathe on it activate it, and there we go. Hold it down, give that ink a chance to transfer, and I'm pressing kind of hard. There we are. And now I'm going to color the other half. So let's go with this red again at the top. And you kind of know what I'm already doing, so I won't zoom back in and get you seasick. But coloring the red, a little more red in this one. It hasn't like fallen off yet. And I want the burgundy blended in. Okay, even up in here. And then the black. Definitely want black along the edges. I'm going to go back in with the red, do a little more blending. Okay. Breathe on it and then stamp it. Okay. And there. Hold, hold, hold. Okay. So I have a broken heart. Because that's what we have all felt at some point. Let me try this. And this is just one of those things where you want to get this out of your system so you can move beyond it, you can carry on. So again, that's what this kind of tag is. It's not meant to be negative, it's meant to have an overall positive tone in that we're moving on. We're getting over this. So I'm going to put a moon down here, and I want to do that in craft acrylic, which I wasn't thinking about. Gleams Ceramcoat, it's pearl finish, which will make a good moon. So down here, about right here, and this is going to take some coats. In fact, I think I'm going to have to put white gesso down, and then if I want to add some pearlization, come in with that. Yeah, okay. So I've got the outline of my moon, but I am going to gesso that so I get good coverage. That's not going to work. And to get that bright, bright white, probably going to put several coats. I am not worried about getting a smooth, even coat because we all know the moon has plenty of texture to it. So one of the ways I can do that is just kind of dab along. And it's not the greatest moon, but it's getting there. Another little bit of white. White. Okay. It's a wonky moon, but that won't matter. This is not meant to be a stressful project. I think with some pearl. And I am kind of glopping it, truthfully. Okay. So it's sort of glopped on there. There's a little bit of texture. Of course, we need to do a little bit more to make it look moony. And I've got in my hand that I'm shaking some Distress Stain in brushed pewter. Now, my thinking is to drop some of that in and see what we get. Just to kind of give it moony craters. Moony craters. Make it look like the man in the moon. Right, and I want dark. A little bit of dark down here. And let's see, is that gonna do it for me? I don't know. Maybe some bright white. This is gesso I'm coming in with to give it even just, I don't know, layers of color so it doesn't look too uniform. And I think I'm going to have to go with that. I'm just going to have to let that be my moon to my card. And that is, I'm going to darken the edges. And I don't really want to be all that neat about it. I want some of that to come through. And again, that helps pull in some of the darker colors that we're working with on that heart. Dry this. Okay. So that is reasonably dry, and let's hope that it stands up to what I have next. But the other thing I want to do is just to show that, hey, it hurts. As if the broken heart weren't enough. And I'm using the same 3 colors that I used on the heart. The lips, I'm sorry. And I'm going in and I'm blending them. But I want the base of the heart, the base of the drop to be a little more, to be a little darker. I want it to blend out. Okay. So that's one. Two. One of the nice things about working with these watercolor pencils, watercolor pens, is that you can do this. All this nice blending. Of course, you can do it with your alcohol markers too. But I love this. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up so you can see maybe that there's a little difference in the color inside each drop. Now the little one doesn't have as much as I want, but it's a little drop, but there we go. I got that. Okay, I got some in there. So I'm going to zoom in just a little. And I want one more. Always better in odds. Oh! Okay. Let's give you a little more around it. And this will help unite the 2 elements. The red in there. And the burgundy. It's really not burgundy, but okay. Now I might be going for a little overkill. By adding that touch of black at the bottom, but hey, there we go. So looking at it, I have 3 little drops of blood leading to the heart, leading to the mouth. The colors were all consistent, so I think I don't want to do any more with the message. That message needs to just stay by itself. It says what I want it to say, but I do want to embellish the card a little more. So I'm going to take, I'm wondering, I think maybe I should glue it perhaps, and then, yeah, let's glue and start dabbing and kind of work quickly. Nice thing about this is it does dry matte. Okay. Now flipping it over, trimming. And this is kind of a good experiment because I don't know how well this stuff is going to trim. It's the first time I've ever used it. Having just discovered the method and just made it. Okay, so we got a nice purple there. So just sticking it down. And trimming it off. Okay. And I like the fact that I did go ahead and do the black edging, so I don't have to fight with that. Now, this card to me is still not quite complete. Truthfully, I think we need just a little bit right here, not framing it, but just maybe that much, just that much, maybe. And I have black pearl, just a dab, just a dab. I can't help it. Maybe I'm fussing just a little too much. You know, that's entirely possible. But I feel like okay, there. I'm gonna pretend that I'm happy with that and say that that looks more moony, just simply because it has a little bit more of that. And you see I'm still playing with it. Does anybody ever have this problem? Please tell me. I can't stop fiddling. Okay, stop fiddling. Alright, leave the moon alone. Okay. I do like the card in that this is very, very simple. It has 2 stamps in the moon and all the colors were used. I like the fact that I just used this one border and it sort of picks up that purple in there so it's not too out of place. But I don't want Let's see if I can do this. Okay. I thought long and hard about the colors that I really wanted for the streamers. And I didn't want to pull away from the red. I don't want to emphasize the purple any more than is already emphasized. So I'm going with the neutral. And when I do a tag, now the colors here help bring out the moon, which was what I was going for, if I could get them to cooperate a little bit more. Okay, and there we have it. Alright, that is my tag for Love Art, and there you have it. I really am happy with this one. I'm just surprised because I don't normally do stuff like this. This is a little different, and it feels like I keep needing to do more, but I'm going to leave it alone. So, bye guys. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time.